Hi guys, welcome to YouTube channel Chris World. What is eating your time up? What is it that is taking your precious time away? The God of heaven has given us all equal time, 24 hours. But it depends on you on how you utilize this precious commodity called time. To some, time means money. To some, time means a chance. You see, when you have time, you have a special commodity. When you have time, you have wealth by your side. But to some people, time is nothing. Hence, we see people holding no regards of time. To them, the rising of the sun and the setting of the sun mean nothing. Hence, they can't take time to utilize time fruitfully and effectively. Therefore, I'm posing this important question to your life. Have you ever thought about time, that time is a special commodity that is at your disposal? When you have time, you have an opportunity. It reminds me of the book of Ecclesiastes, where Solomon said that the battle is not for the strong, nor the race is not for the swift, but time and chance happen to us all. This is what this patriarch was saying, that God has allocated each and everyone time and chance. So when you have a chance, you have a time. And when you have time, you have a chance. You cannot separate the two. They are intertwined. They are interconnected. You see, this is what he was saying, that God has allocated each and everyone that special moment, that glorious moment that comes to your life, that must transform your life, that must turn your life around. That is a chance. That is an opportunity. That is the special time in your life that you must use effectively, and you maximize it for the benefit of yourself and for the benefit of the community. What is eating your time up? To some, they don't mind about time. Procrastination, the greatest thief of time, has delayed many people. Many people are the victims of procrastination. Time is so precious. Let me tell you, you don't have forever. You don't have forever in this world. You have a very limited time to do your assignment. You don't have an indefinite time, but your time has been allocated. It has been set. It has been actually limited by God of heaven. So if you still have the energy, if you still have the strength, use your time. Use your time to what God has called you for. Some of you have been called for higher purposes. Some of you have been called for locally. Some have been called nationally. Some are called internationally. Use your time profitably. Use your time profitably for the benefit of God's kingdom and for the benefit of the world. You see, when you have time, you have an opportunity. There is that special time that God has set in your life. And that time, when it comes, it turns your life around. It reminds me of young man called David in the Bible. It says, man, he was a shepherd, busy in the bush. He had a history of killing lions and bears. But that was not this glorious moment. The glorious moment was when he approached Goliath, the great man. That was the chance allocated by God. That was a chance God set for him. That time and a chance changed his life around. He was never the same. The fall of Goliath picked him up to the sky. The fall of Goliath was the rise of David. Let me tell you, every time you slay your giant, you are elevated. Every time you bring your giant down, some of you have a giant of procrastination. Some of you have a giant of bad habits. Some of you have a giant of addictions. Some of you have us who have different giants. But let me tell you, when you slay that giant, you are elevated. You are taken up to another level of grace. So to David, it was a special time and a special opportunity for him to grow. Let me advise you guys that use time effectively. Never undermine time. Have that insight to to see an opportunity in a distance. Have that insight to recognize a special moment and time in a distance. Sometimes your elevation will come in a form of a challenge. Sometimes your elevation will come in a form of a problem. And when you cross that mountain, when you climb that mountain, you are elevated to another side. So use time effectively. Every time, mind about time. Don't be ignorant of time. Time is a special commodity. Guys, I just wanted to highlight this, that we are living in times where we have to recognize time. We have to value this commodity called time. To a businessman, a day means a lot. To a person with a vision, time is precious. To a person who is driven by the passion of a vision and a dream, time is more precious than gold. There's a person begging for time somewhere. There's somebody who's just yearning for time. He says in his that if I can have time, I can be what I want to be. Let me encourage you guys that let us value time. Let us use time effectively. Time is more precious than gold and silver. If you can see the value of time, you will acknowledge every sunset and the rising of the sun. If you can understand the importance of time, every sunset and every morning will mean something. Time is precious. Use it effectively. Let me remind you, you don't have forever. You don't have forever in this world. Our time has been limited. It has been set. Use it while you still have the strength. Use it while you still have the energy. Time is more precious than all that you can ever think of. Thank you guys. Share this to your friends. Keep connected. Tada.